Hello, welcome back to my channel. Aranmula Mirror is the first product from Kerala to receive geographical indication tag in 2005. Unlike ordinary mirror, this is a front reflecting metallic mirror that is made from copper and lead combination that was first used during the reign of Travancore King Aniram Thirunal Martandavarma. And through this video, I intend to tell you about the production process of this mirror. So, if you don't mind, please do like, share, comment, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to receive the notifications. Aranmula, being famous for the Parthasarathi temple, is situated on the banks of Pampa river. The story of the mirror goes like: the king wished to donate a crown made of rare metal, the copper and lead combination, and invited specialized craftsmen from Tirunelveli district for doing the same. While making the mirror using different compositions, they eventually ended up in making the standards of a metallic mirror, which is still kept as a secret. A crucible made of wrought iron having an approximate capacity of holding 9 kg molten metal is cleaned, and then the pieces of pure copper, tin and zinc are added in proportion. The crucible is then placed in an open pit furnace charged with burning charcoal and then covered with pieces of husk, as husk retains the heat. It is heated to about 400 degrees Celsius, which is the approximate melting point of brass. The molten metal is poured onto flat surface, and once cooled, the alloy is then broken into pieces using a hammer. These broken pieces are then inspected for the quality of the alloy. Then the mold is prepared with the mud clay from the nearby paddy fields by powdering and refining them. The clay is mixed in proper consistency in order to make two flat surface-like slabs. Later, the slabs are dried under the sun and baked to make it hard. Once the baked mud slabs are ready, the coal is applied by rubbing it over its one side surface with water to give it a smooth finish. Two baked mud slabs are covered with a card of coal onto the surface of either one side of them. The slabs are placed one onto one, the coal coated facing each other. A gap will be made between two slabs with a small piece of wax protruding outside the mold to make an opening for pouring metal and small alloy pieces in order to acquire the required thickness. The baked slabs are packed with a mud clay mixture completely around it, which holds the slabs together and seals the openings. The slabs are packed with 2 to 3 layers of clay mixture, and small clamps are stuck on the 3 sides of the mold to make the mold strong, except the wax side. The mold looks similar to one of those hot water bags. The cup is filled with the molten metal alloy chunks completely. Clay mixture is packed over the cup and it is left for drying under the sun. The cup acts like the crucible. Once the complete mold is dried, the casting process begins, and the furnace is kept ready for melting the metal by placing the molds filled with metal inside the furnace, the cup side facing downwards and the slab side upward. The fire is ignited and it is heated to over 745 to 760 degrees Celsius. Once the required heat is obtained, the mold is picked up by the lifting tongs carefully and tilted it carefully upside down so that the molten metal is poured into the mold from the opposite side of the air vent hole. The mold is kept in a place to cool down the temperature. The clay cup and the ceiling are broken using a hammer. The slabs are separated and the metal cast is removed carefully, and then it is cut into the desired size using a hacksaw blade and a ruler. After cutting the edges of the metal mirror plate to the required size, the formed metal is stuck on a thick rectangular wooden polishing block along a rear handle with a natural adhesive beeswax. The thick rectangular wooden polishing block is formed on basis of the size of mirrors. The wax is placed on the top of embossed wooden block and knife is heated to settle the wax flat. After the application, the metal is preheated with very little heat and mounted on the wax. Later, the metal mounted on the block is let to cool down. Wax turns harder after the cool down and creates a strong bond between the block and the metal. Later, the metal is rubbed and polished several times with various materials to acquire the mirror appearance. The brass mirror frame is made in very interesting different themes and designs through box casting process. Even today, craftsmen use traditional indigenous methods and materials to produce the reflecting wonder called Aranmula Kannadi. It takes great practice and tremendous amount of focus and patience to produce a perfect mirror piece. As per local belief, this handmade mirror is considered as an auspicious object kept in households for bringing prosperity, luck and wealth. When you touch a piece of paper on the surface of an ordinary mirror, a gap remains between the paper and the image produced, whereas the Aranmula metal mirror produces no gap between the image and the object, indicating the fact that only a real, distortion-free image is produced on the mirror. Thanks for watching. India has been expressing an outstanding performance in several fields including metallurgy since ancient times. So, you can expect more videos related to these. For that, subscribe my channel.